All right, welcome back, folks. Take two, another RGMT watch review. And today, I'm circling back, and I say circling back to the RGMT brand. I'm really happy to see that. All right, so RGMT revamped their whole affiliate program, and so did Nubeo. So did every Dartmouth brand is under a different affiliate company now. So what they've done here, and I think they did this at the same time they revamped their website. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that one of my complaints with RGMT was I'm doing these video reviews and then I'm referring you to their website. And you folks know this is a business. These are affiliate links, right? If you find value in what I'm doing, you click a link, I get a small commission from the company, right? You don't like what I'm doing, then move on, right? And that's all I can tell you, right? I'm being straight up transparent with you guys. But there's no point in me doing a video for me personally, for my benefit, other than getting a watch, right? Which we're going to talk about today. But there's no point in me doing a video for a watch if my goal is to make a small commission, right? So prior to this, I was linking you guys to like eBay and Amazon. And a lot of times, I get it all the time. You folks see me do a review, you like the watch, you go to buy it, and you go to their website, which is where I was referring you before, and they're either sold out or the price is like $1,300. And so when I brought this up with them, I said, why are we not doing what we're doing with Spinnaker and Nubeo, selling direct to consumer? And their stance at the time was like, hey, we basically just sell them to retailers and they sell them, So I'm glad they revamped this. And now is an incredible time to pick up some of these watches. So the one we're going to talk about today is the Ohio. Straight up, hit you with it right now. This is on sale, $279. This is a lot of bang for your buck with not only the specs you're going to get, the design, everything. It is an awesome, awesome watch. I know it's awesome because it's one of the most commented watches by RGMT on my channel. I've constantly had guys contact me being like, if you ever want to sell it, let me know. And this is one of these watches I've reached out to them multiple times to my contact over there, and they sent me multiple colors. I'm never going to stop liking this watch. It is awesome. So let's check it out. So it is a tank of a watch, and it's awesome that I have this stuff. I totally forget sometimes I own these. So this one here, I didn't review. I've had this for about a year, I think, maybe 6 months to a year, and I just forgot to review it, to be honest with you. And so I'm glad I did, because if I would have shared this with you guys before, you would have went to the site and not been able to get it because it would be $1,300, right? We all know that everybody does the MSRP thing. It's nonsense, but it's nice to see that they're selling this for $279, which is anytime you're getting a watch in that $300 price range for these specs, it's a fantastic value and you're getting tons of bang for your buck. All right, so let's just kind of move on with the specs here. So, of course, let me just get the checkbox out of the way. 316 stainless steel. These are the checkboxes that I find most important. You may have your own, but I'm going to run you through the list of the most important ones I think anybody who's buying a watch needs. Number one, what is it made out of? 316 stainless steel. The whole case, everything on it, 316 stainless steel. That's all you need in a watch. After that, what kind of movement does it have? This is not a quartz watch. This is an automatic. You're getting a 41-hour power reserve TMI, which is I think the Seiko brand. It's an NH35, which is basically a Seiko movement, right? You're getting an awesome automatic movement. It's such a widely used movement because it's such a great movement, right? So it's really all you need in an automatic watch. It's fantastic. After that, what kind of crystal? This has an anti-reflective coating with sapphire. So, tons of bang for your buck. After that, we start to kind of I'm not going to say nitpick the watch, but, just there's small difference. All right, so water resistance, screw down crown, all those things are kind of personal, check boxes. But at the end of the day, if I have a preference, would I prefer push, pull, or screw down? Of course, I'm going to say screw down. If you're asking me what kind of preference you have in crystal, sapphire. Would I pay $300 more for it? No, but it has it for this price, which is incredible. After that, lume. After that, screw down crown. You start to nitpick the watch a little bit. So for me, number one, what is it made out of? 316 stainless steel. Number two, what kind of movement? It's an automatic. What kind? NH35. After that, honestly, my kind of checkbox is stopped there, but big one, the crystal, it has sapphire. I did say it was anti-reflective coating. It does not. I misspoke on that. So no anti-reflective coating, but it is a sapphire crystal on it. And then, again, screw down crown, milled clasp, nice unidirectional rotating bezel. The lume on it doesn't state the lume. At least I don't think it does. But, it's got lume. And the reason I had to refilm this is because if you look at this watch, you'll see that the indices are orange and black, and they show a picture on here showing lume on that. And I didn't think you could get lume out of something black like that, but I did bring my UV light here. I was going to give this a little charge. And what's pretty cool is that even though these are black and orange indices, they still have lume on them. So you probably, it's hard to tell here on the camera. There you go. You see the black actually glows green, and then the hands, and then on the bezel itself, the minute markers, these are like a light blue. So at night, this has a really nice kind of contrast between those two colors, and it's pretty cool. I didn't know you could put lume on something black. I thought that always had to be like a white surface. So I learned something here today. I actually stopped the video before because I was like, they're showing this thing loomed up, and I'm looking at it and be like, no way that has lume on it, but I was totally wrong. So what do I, all right, so you got the specs out of the way. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck. What do I love about this watch most? What I like is that it's got a really tall wrist presence. It's very thick. And I always appreciate watches that are a smaller diameter. And this is 45, 46 millimeter, which is your standard, you know, slightly larger than your 42s. It's a size that, you know, everybody can wear. If you're not looking to jump into something oversized like the 47s to 50s and up, you know, it still has that kind of standard wristwatch size. But you're going to see on their site, they say 13 millimeters case thickness. That is not true. This is closer, if you include the back, closer to 18 and 19. So it has a really tall wrist presence, which is what I like about it. If you're going to wear a, I use this kind of loosely, smaller watch, right? If you're used to larger watches, you would consider a smaller watch. If you're used to Submariners and Timexes, you're going to think this is a big watch, right? But again, it's subjective. But for me, I kind of consider this a standard size watch. But what I love, again, most about it is it has that tall wrist presence. So when you're wearing something that's smaller like this and not going oversized, it still feels big and heavy and chunky without being oversized. So I absolutely love this watch, hence the reason why I have 6 of them in my collection. I'll just show you folks, this isn't about the other watches here, but just to show you the top row, we have a couple of different, you know, we have the black version, the black bezel, black face, we have the white, the yellow, and then the orange. So all really cool watches. Some of these I have not reviewed. So I did review the yellow, the orange, and the black bezel, black face. The other ones, I forgot. So I'll be reviewing those as well. But awesome watch, tons of bang for your buck, and now is the time to pick this up. These are limited edition. These are probably not going to last. Now the price is just amazing. And so pick it up. One thing I forgot to mention, the water resistance on this, 3,000 meters. That's incredible, right? Helium release valve. I mean, it's, if you buy this and you throw it on wrist, you're gonna feel what I'm talking about. It is just a well-made watch. So without further ado, let's throw it on the wrist. Oh, gorgeous, man. Check that out. So I have a 7-inch wrist, 182 pounds, and I'm 5'8". So this is what it looks like on me. And you know, you can see it doesn't look massive. I mean, it is a big watch, but, you know, 45 millimeter is not oversized when you compare it to the 50s and up, but look at the wrist presence. It just really jumps off your wrist. If you're familiar with like Invicta and stuff, you're not talking Hydromax thickness, but it definitely is a tank of a watch, and I absolutely love this. It's right up there with any, you know, when I compare this to micro brands like, what is it, Doxas, and I compare this to brands like, what do I got? My Aquadive, which is like $2,000. You know, this just gives you so much bang for your buck, and the price on this, I mean, this watch could easily warrant $1,000. You know, if you compare it to, you know, other brands out there, other micro brands, and what you actually get for your money. But $279, these are not going to last. Awesome watch, guys. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you have any questions. Let me know. As always, what else? If anything's kind of like preventing you from pulling the trigger on this while it's this price, and I need to answer that question, I get back to everybody who drops a comment, so feel free to ask me. Otherwise, add this to your collection. See you, folks.